Bethuel Lebeya. Who am I? I've got so many contexts I can give, but for the purpose of this conversation, I'm one of the IT professionals in the country, and my value proposition is I'm too attached from producing people who are like-minded or better than me, who can make South Africa a better environment in terms of skills within IT space. Command Quality is a IT company specializing in quality assurance, software quality assurance that is, and we offer services, consulting services to the financial sector systems and then insurance and telecommunication. Biggest focus in terms of the program or project where we offer services of ensuring that the software they release to the market is of good quality, protects the customer, protects the client, protects the consumer as well. And then that is just the main focus. And then the other key focus that we offer is that of developing the talent into the market. So we saw that when we got involved with projects, most projects they struggled to fulfill or to fill the need or the capacitate their project with skilled resources. So we started to realize that we can offer a service by introducing, because we started by developing our own talent, where we went to the market, all South African universities, and searched for young graduates who have a massive and exciting talent. And then we just spent a couple of weeks to prepare them to be ready for the market. And that is another big thing that as Command Quality we do offer. It is a quite interesting journey. Normally, and it's a story that I like to share in a half full glass rather than half empty glass. I do not look at life half empty, it's half full. To be honest, when I went to school because I was just hating the idea of herding goats and cows. I didn't like being in the bush. So to run away from going to the bush, then you go to school. And after schooling, I think when I graduated, I had no idea what will I do, nor where will I find funds. And I spent 3-4 months after finishing my matric in a farm. It's one of the popular farms in Moeketsi Valley, where I was a laborer, like literally digging. And like if you know how tomatoes have been produced, my toughest job was there. And then one day I impressed the boss when they were counting the number of boxes they were loading in a 22-meter truck. Because the guys were counting one by one, I just stayed by the side and just did mathematics and I calculated. I told them, this is the number of boxes you have. And he was quite impressed. And that's when they asked me, how do you do that? And I told him that, no, I got my matric with maths and science, and I got a promotion from earning $7 to $20 a day. That was a huge increase. It was quite exciting. And I worked and then I saved a little bit of money. But when I went to the hostel one night, I was lying there and I'm like, I'm sitting here with the guys that dropped out of school, and is this going to be the life? You know, as I start calculating how long will it take me to have a roof over my head and to get married and all that. And I realized that maybe going to school was a waste of my time because my peers already had those basic necessities. And one night I just made a call, woke up and went to University of the North, now called University of Limpopo. When I got there, they needed a deposit and then I paid. And funny enough, I enjoyed the air conditioner. Like literally it felt like this. Coming from the farm in a valley where the average temperature is about 35 to 40 degrees, into an air-conditioned building, taking a shower with hot water. That was luxury. It was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna pay $2,200 that they needed, and then from then I'll just go back if I cannot raise funds for the next the remainder of the tuition. 3 days in, lucky enough, then we got to be told about a loan scheme, like that time was called TEFSA, now it's called NFSAS. And then I applied and luckily I was accepted. Then now the next thing was what degree to do. I think I registered 4 or 5 times, different type of BSc degrees, because every time I'll register, I try to figure out what will I work as. When they say computer science, I thought I'm gonna be a till operator, like, because in my mind, a computer was a till. And then, yeah, one of the mentors, he explained to me that, no, it's writing software, it's more mathematics. As soon as they mentioned the word mathematics, then I had a light bulb moment. Then that's when I moved into computer science. And from then, yeah, I never looked back. Came to Joburg. Funny enough, now I can conduct the interview in English, because when I came to Joburg, my English was not where it's supposed to be. Lucky enough, the company that recruited and trained me, they didn't focus on English. They focused on my talent, ability to solve complex scenarios. And then I aced that. And then they saw that the challenge I had was communication. And cut long story short, then the program that I was placed in, I was lazy to do the same job over and over, same way. And then I was introduced to automation. And then from then onwards, I loved automation. Start writing code, test software, do performance testing, move into bigger organizations like your Discoveries and your First National Bank and Telkom, where I start to perfect my trade. And in there, then I start realizing that, hang on, I can create the path easy for some child who had the same background as me to succeed and break through. And then once they succeed and break through, I think they can make a difference, because I have myself as an example. And my focus is, if it took me 17 years, it will take them 7 months. And then indeed, so far, what you've seen with the graduate program, within 4 months, we produce the talent that can produce the same output as somebody with 5 years experience. And that is something that I'm quite proud of. If I can be proud, I think, yeah, that's long and short of who am I. To start with, is based on my explanation, these grades were completely tailor-made for the need that I had at hand, because we were offering consulting services to multiple projects. Instead of waiting or making noise to HR partners to say, give me talent, give me skill, give me talent, me and my business partner, we chose to say, let's prepare them for a need. Let's prepare these guys, identify the talent, prepare them to solve the immediate need that we have for project. And not just the immediate need, then once they finish the project that is needed, their skills, are they ready with even the next project? So at the beginning it was unstructured, because it was purely tailor-made for the project that we needed. When our business started to grow, we realized that we have multiple IT projects with different needs and all that. Then we started to say, let's then formalize. Let's have the core fundamental offering in terms of systems thinking, where the systems thinking, they can think code. Then once they finish with that core fundamental, then we top up the variety that is needed by programs. So for bigger corporates, the biggest mistake that we have observed is that the graduates will be in the office for 12 months, shadowing team A, team B, without necessarily structure. And that is literally, it's opportunity to miss the skill to teach them when they're still fresh. And then only those that are go-getters, they are able to grow. But the introverts, their learning journey tends to be 3-4 years, or sometimes they even leave organization before the organization can see value for them. So the biggest thing is hire them. When you hire them, that talent that they have managed to learn at varsity, it's experience. Because in most cases, we disregard that. That is an experience. All you do, you condense the 3 or 4 years experience into 4 months to refresh and make sure you assess and test them. And how do you better test them? You test them using international certification. They themselves, they feel good about themselves, and they know that they are not only married to the organization, they are a talent that they can even be employed outside the country. And the good thing is that we have a couple of examples where we have the guys that literally moved even the position higher than my position right now where I perform, where they're senior the personnel into complex projects, which is something that we're completely proud of. So yeah, that's long and short in terms of how to develop this talent. I can say that the talent we have in our country, we have abundance of talent. We just need to have people that are prepared to search for this talent and invest a little bit of energy in terms of grooming. I mean, like 4 months is not much. It's just 4 months and then voila, you have 40 new talent added to the market. You no longer complain about skill shortage.